So one super important thing is, if you've been working for a while and your computer is starting to slow down, it might be time to purge your memory. And this is something you might have to do pretty often depending on the size of your hard drive or your RAM. Uh, and the way that you do that is you will see up here, edit, and go to purge, and go to all memory and disk cache. This does not erase the work that you've done. What it does is it erases all of the green renders that you've done. And this is stored to temporary memory. And you'll see that when I run this, it has 8.2 gigabytes stored on your disk cache. This depends on how much storage you've allocated for After Effects on your computer. And you can set that in preferences, and I'll show you where to set that. And I do this, when I notice my computer starting to slow down or if it gets a little warm, you want to make sure to do this. And I'm going to do clear disk cache, and it might take a couple seconds. And now when I try and rerun this, notice that all of those green lines are gone. If you find that you're trying to preview something and it's running slowly, a couple ways to change that. You can go to where it says full and change this to half or quarter. And notice that it gets a little bit more pixely, but it'll run way faster. And this is a method of just, reducing the sort of workload on your computer, especially if you're just trying to get timing down. This can be something helpful. And the last thing is inside preview, this panel for preview, which is also window and preview, you'll see a couple options inside here. If you've got something really labor intensive and you're like, I just need to see every other frame, you can skip every second frame. You can set it to play from the current time or always from the start of the range. So even if I am here, notice that it's skipping some time because I asked it to skip. And so this can be helpful if you're just trying to get an idea of what it looks like. 0, we'll keep it on every frame. And if you can't hear anything in your audio, this might be because you play audio in preview is not set. This is one important thing to note. And you can also set it to cache before playback. So if I made a change here, like I just turned off the background, notice those all go away. And so now usually it does like a preview and then it'll go through and redo it. So you've got a couple options for how you're previewing it. And it's really important to every once in a while come back up to edit and purge.